Hello, dear adventurers, and welcome to another Needlessly Complicated 14. My name's Aerietta, and today we are continuing to unlock all of our jobstones at level 30 in A Realm Reborn of Final Fantasy 14. So, we already unlocked Warrior and Paladin, Ninja, Summoner, and Scholar. Today we'll be unlocking Pugilist and Thaumaturge into Monk and Black Mage. Was able to bring it back around. Alright, so I'm pretty excited about doing the Monk quests because I've never done them. I have a Black Mage on my main and it's level 48 or something. I don't think I got super high. I'm trying to find the spray bottle to spray the cat because she is chewing on a begonia leaf again. Yeah, you know exactly what that means when I grab the spray bottle. Good. She has gotten down. She's been antsy. We got her a new laser pointer, so she wants to play all the time. And that's kind of just par for the course with this cat. Uh, but yeah, so I'm just futzing with a few things. Just so that I have them all set up correctly and can see what I need to see. All right. Okay, so yeah, I think everything is correct. I'm just gonna do one more thing real quick. But first, let me make sure the desktop is muted. It is. Just want to make sure that I've got all the things up that I need up. I'm trying out a few things to make sure that I am seeing all the things that will help me. All right. Cool, cool, cool. And have that back up. All right. I feel better prepared now. Okay. So now that I am done futzing around and getting everything all set up and all that, I'm going to continue on with the level 30 Pugilist quest and then head over to doing the monk quests. I'm very interested to see what happens to Hammond. I'm pleased to say I managed to find and thwack all the dummies. You did well to deploy them where you did last. Thanks to you, I almost got killed several times. But what doesn't kill you only makes you stronger, and I'm feeling stronger than I have in ages. As a matter of fact, I reckon I'm not far from regaining my former strength. One last step will get me there, and I'll take it by having another bout with you, Aerietta. I want you to meet me out in the Segoli Desert, at a settlement called Forgotten Springs. The place is home to the most luscious Mikote maidens this side of Eorzea. Gods, I can't wait to take in their lovely forms again. Ammon? Ammon. Why you gotta be a creep? Why you gotta be like that? Why you gotta be like that? Anyways, we're heading back to Southern Thanalin. All right. We have so many things here, but a lot of them are level 31 quests, I want to say. I could be wrong. I'm definitely wrong. They're mostly level 30 quests, and I should be starting them soon. Oh no, the ones here are level 31. So I was both correct and incorrect. Good to know. Where is he? Is he in this building? Or is he out in the actual desert? Potentially out in the actual desert. I wonder if they kicked him out. I would have. Alright, so Monk. It's the 1, 2, 3. We need to put meditation on beforehand. What's this one do? That is an alternate 2. Grants disciplined fist. Increases damage dealt by 10%. Alright. I think that's all we need to know. So, let's get started with monk quests, or rather still pugilists. You guys know what I mean. I have had a very long week. For anyone who was here on Wednesday, I tried to play Genshin Impact on stream again, and it crashed Genshin Impact, OBS, and the stream. I had to completely restart my computer, start the stream over, and I instead played Stardew Valley because I knew my computer could handle it. So that was fun. So it's thrown me off a little bit. I have looked into the issue more. I upgraded my video card drivers, all of that. And it appears that the issue is that Genshin Impact keeps spiking my CPU up to 80% usage and my GPU up to like 40% usage. Nonsense. Absolute nonsense. This landscape takes me back, it does. Sand as far as the eyes can see, crystal clear spring waters cooling your feet, scantily clad lasses giggling as they bathe and frolic. Gross, Hammond. Why are you like this? I well remember these things, but my body has forgotten the seamless combinations that earned me the epithet of Holy Fist. That's where I'd have you enter, Aerietta. Sparring with you is what first got me back into the swing of things. Now it's time to finish the job. But before we begin, some warming up is in order. I want you to take yourself across the dunes to the south and defeat 5 sandworms. I'll be waiting here for you. What? Don't I need a warm-up too? Oh, don't you worry. I had mine long before you arrived. Those enormous buggers never knew what hit 'em. Ha ha ha! If you don't want to be outdone by this old man, you'd best run along and give them more of the same. I have a feeling he didn't actually do that, but that's just me. I would not be surprised if he were just entirely making it up. Daffodil, please jump higher. Daffodil is the name of our chocobo. There. I talked about the chocobo, therefore I had to mention the chocobo in chat. The sandworms are super gross, but I do like their design. Uh, Maybe it's just me. I like the colors. I think the colors are what does it for me. And that they have little, like, mint-colored crystals on their butts. Because their mouths are incredibly gross. Don't like that. I don't like that they have tongues. That's kind of weird to me, that these giant worms would have tongues. Very unsettling. Oh, and they also have feet. Okay, I like them less and less by the minute. I still like the crystals and the little color and the palette, but yeah, I don't want to be around them anymore. They're kind of nasty. And the fifth worm. Okay, we should be all warmed up now. Oh, we could have just waited for this instance. They might not be the correct sandworms, though. It's fine. We did what we needed to. And that instance was hard. We tried it the other day on a different job, and it was unpleasant. Ah, so you've been to see the sandworms. Marvelous. Now the real training can begin. Thanks to you, I've managed to get most of my stamina back. I'm confident that I can go the distance with the fittest of them. But if I'm to defeat a Vegfar, I need more than just endurance. I need to remember how each strike transitions to the next, and you're going to help refresh my memory by pummeling the sense back into me. I... Sure. I still feel weird about beating up an old man, but sure. Oh, I still haven't put the desktop audio on. Okay. Gotta remember to do the things. They're important. And I am gonna grab a little bit of chapstick real quick. My office doesn't feel nearly as hot as it did on Wednesday, though. That's nice. Um, yeah, Genshin Impact overheated my PC so incredibly much that it raised the temperature in my office several degrees and basically blocked out the cold air because my PC tower is between me and the door. Very uncomfortable. Okay, use Snap Punch on Holy Fist 3 times. Okay, where's... hello? Uh-oh. I'm stuck. There it is. And this is the last one, right? I did it? Did I do it? This is what I call growing pains. Hammond. No, dearie. Mark me, the next round will be mine. No, Hammond, it really won't. At least he's level 30 instead of being level 1. That was just... it felt so bad. He just went down like a sack of potatoes. It was very bad. Alright, duty complete. I've got it. As a river flows to the sea, heedless of all that bars its path, so too must our combinations be. Ooh, that even rhymes! Thank you, Aerietta. The raging torrent of your blows has been a strike of lightning to my brain case. I remember everything. Master, it's Vegfar! The man is back in Ul'Dan. He's demanding that you fight him. Now! So it begins. Very well, I will go settle the score with Vegfar. He will be the first to know that the Holy Fist has returned. Oh, will he now? Will he really? Doop-a-doop-a-doo. The lag isn't as bad as it has been, but it's not great either. Still dealing with a lot of that. And it's so strange because all of the times that I have tested the speed of the internet connection, it's been doing exceptionally well, even with the students back, so I'm not sure what's going on. And like I said, I did update my drivers to make sure that everything was up to date and wouldn't cause issues, but I don't know. Ah, 'tis a fine day to be watching my pugilists at their training. That's apparently not what... Oh. Apparently he's in two places at once. Well, that threw me off guard. I was expecting him to go back to the Pugilist Guild. You know where the pugilists are. Hi, Seki! You fell asleep because it was chilly and you had a blanket on. Fair. A happy day after the autumn equinox. The weather, it changes. This is just one heck of a... They're just all hanging out. Staring at the ground. Very strange. Anyways. Not at all suspicious, nothing to see here. I mean, they've paid enough people off to not be investigated too heavily. I didn't expect you to come so soon, if at all. You sure you want to go ahead with this? I'm a man of reason, and I'd sooner not have to hurt you. Just give up now, and we can put an end to this mummer's farce. You can live out the rest of your days in peace. The only mummer's farce I see is a man trying to squirm out of his own self-wrought challenge. Well, I'm gonna make you the same offer. Walk away and you won't get hurt. I did manage to also fix the bot, so it's correctly named as Aerietta bot again. And it also shows up on the overlay, so go me, I figured things out yesterday. But Aerietta bot is reminding us to take a sip of water, so if you feel like you need to hydrate, please do so now. The reminder is mostly for me. The reminder is definitely mostly for me. They say Hammond Holyfist is going to perform his legendary technique. Right here on the avenue? Is it safe? I see age has robbed you of your wits as well as your strength. Well, if you're so eager for pain, who am I to deny you? Just remember, there ain't no going back once your head goes flying. I think it's a little unfair that this man has an axe. He literally de-aged. That was weird. Just like old times, hey, Vegfar? The crowd cheers. Did you see that? Because I sure as hell didn't. He was too fast. Ooh, I do like the color of this man's pauldrons, even if he is an asshole. Why is there a pipe? No, this can't be. I refuse to be beaten by a senile old fool. You gonna do drugs? He gonna do drugs. Get your arses out here, all of you! Hey, this is cheating. I don't know how to tell you this, but this is cheating. Yeah, feel guilty, small Lalafell. Case you're wondering, that was Pluto. Just a draft of it and your body turns hard as iron. Not even blades can pierce it. Huh, stubborn bugger. Finally come to your senses? Rurukuda, but why? I refuse to fight on the side of cheats. Yeah, say your prayers to whatever gods you keep. By the time I'm finished, not even your mothers will recognize you. Okay, where'd everybody go? Hi. I don't like you. You're not supposed to be here. Using bows and arrows in a fistfight is probably wrong, and you should feel bad about yourselves. Why am I not using a freaking AoE? AoEs would be the smart choice. Yeah, like that. Come on, Ari, use AoEs. They're supposed to be good, remember? Good grief. I'm out of practice. Ah. Why are they running over there? Oh, there's more of them. Hey, camera? You're supposed to not do this, maybe. Please, thank you. Me remembering how to use my jobs. Or rather, not remembering how to use my jobs. Why are these guys so strong? Please go down. Okay, thank you. Okay. Please actually target the person? Person. Oh god. Okay, and we get out of the way. We let him do his weird thing. And now we punch him some more. There he goes. Tab might help, however, I was using AoE, so my pinky finger was already on control? Yeah. You did it, Master Hammond! You won! Master. No, Chuchudo, we won. This victory wasn't mine alone. Holy fisticuffs, that was incredible! You wiped the avenue with those crooks. I'm gonna tell my grandchildren tales of what happened here. Our work here is done. Let's all go home. To the guild. Okay, it's still loading. Curse you, lag! It's fine. There we go. But yeah, as of yesterday, it's officially the beginning of autumn. I'm super excited. This is wear all the knitwear season. So I decided that since yesterday was the equinox and it's only going to get darker and colder from here, I'm going to wear knitwear from now until the next equinox in spring. So yeah, yesterday I wore my hand knit socks and today I wore my hand knit tank top, and I don't know what I'm wearing tomorrow. It's fine. I have a lot of knits because I do a lot of hand knitting. I haven't as much recently, but typically I have a lot of knitting on my needles. Seki says ARR's ability to not let your character follow anyone is always a thing. Yeah! I'm just gonna stand here looking ridiculous until the cutscene's over. Thank you. I want to thank you again, Aerietta. It's because of you I was able to rekindle my fighting spirit and conquer my demons. Perhaps even more importantly, Rurukuda's come to his senses, and Chichuda's back to her bubbly self. Please forgive me, Master. I will have no more to do with the Alacran. I will roam the land till I find myself and strive to become a great pugilist like you. You've only just returned and you're leaving us already? I don't suppose there is aught I can say that will change your mind, but if you ever want for company or sparring partner, know that you're always welcome here. He's just yelling. Okay. Ha ha ha. Youthful vigor is a truly blessed thing. Go well, my boy. There's no doubt in my mind that you'll do me proud. As for you, Aerietta, your combinations were a sight to behold, and right painful to receive. In helping me with my training, you've come into your own as a pugilist. The time's ripe that I taught you the technique that won me countless bouts on the blood sands. I call it Demolish. Unleash when in the curial form, it combines powerful punches and kicks that'll send your opponent reeling. You have grown strong, Aerietta, but your journey as a pugilist is far from over. To get as far as I have, you'll have to overcome many and more trials and tribulations. Which is really funny because this is the last pugilist quest. We have already come as far as we will as a pugilist. Ever. But whatever challenges threaten to block your way, I'm confident that you'll be able to blaze your path ahead. So long as your spirit burns bright and your fists fly with conviction, there's nothing you can't achieve. I'm the living proof. Forge onward, young one, and create a legend for yourself, never to be forgot. It's the third form, yeah. I think I have a toadskin jacket that I'm not wearing because it's burst. I have a steel soleil, I think, or is the iron one? No, it's steel. Okay. I think I'm wearing, yep, wearing the toadskin arm guards. What about these shoes? Finally, something better. Give me the shoes. Complete. Also in 2.0, some people chose to forego their jobstones for more multi-class skills. Marauder was actually better than Warrior. Oh, that's funny. But also when 2.0 was new, like, you had to go into Pugilist in order to unlock Bard, which is the jobstone for Archer. So everything was very different at that point in time. Okay, so let's get those new shoes on. Yes, we look menacing AF. Very spikety shoes. Very threatening. We kick someone, they bleed. Seki says, yeah, I remember getting Contra to 15 because I read an outdated webpage for Scholar. Oops. Yeah, that's a thing. And that's totally fair. Oh my gosh. When I started playing this game, I was super embarrassed because I was extremely self-conscious about going into dungeons. I was terrified that I was going to do them wrong and people were going to be mad at me. So instead of, you know, just doing the dungeons and learning as I went, I looked up guides. Do you know what all of the guides for Sastasha are like? They are from when Sastasha was new. So it actually tells you how to do the mechanic on the final boss. As if anyone actually does the mechanic for the final boss anymore. So, it wasn't until Seki invited me to do roulettes with her. This was the first time I talked to Seki. It wasn't until Seki invited me to do roulettes, and I was terrified because roulettes meant that I had no idea what dungeon I was going into, so I couldn't get a refresher because I didn't know which one I was going to be doing. And we ended up at Brayflock's Long Stop. And I'm just sitting there like, Seki, what do I do? Like, I'd never actually even talked to Seki at this point in time. We were just in a free company together, and I'm just like, Seki, what do I do? And Seki's just like, just follow me and hit the things I hit. I'm just like, okay. And that's how I met Seki and stopped looking up the guides that were so incredibly out of date. Like, honestly, I think that's one of the things that newer players would benefit from, is to, instead of looking up guides for a lot of the lower level dungeons, is to just, if you're in a free company, just ask. Say, hey, I'm about to do this dungeon for the first time. Is anyone interested in running it with me, or just giving me kind of a rundown of what to expect? You're going to get better answers. And also, one of the things that I found is that a lot of the mechanics in this game, they typically, not all, but typically a lot of the mechanics in this game carry over and have obvious visual indicators. Some of them have words on screen indicators or sound indicators, which are a little bit harder for me to follow. But for example, if you get the stack indicator over your head, or someone else does, everybody runs and stacks up. So that's the arrows going into that person directly above their head. There's 3 of them, one up top and one to the left and right. So that's like everyone just hops onto that same spot. So those are the mechanics that kind of carry over. A lot of the other ones, if it's like a one-off or something, it usually isn't going to be too terrible if you miss it, unless it is a party wipe type thing. So for like Ifrit, once Ifrit's nail comes up, you attack that because Ifrit is immune until you kill the nail. So just knowing how to do your job and the repeating mechanics is so much more important than knowing the dungeon you're going into. So if I can give anything to players who are looking to try Final Fantasy XIV, give it a shot, and are worried about what the dungeons are like, learn the repeating mechanics and what they look like, and learn how to do your job and what's expected of you, especially at the lower level. It's harder to find guides for lower level aspects of your job, but if you know how to do your job, if you know your rotation and kind of what people are expecting you to do in a dungeon, and again, you can ask players more familiar with the game, those are the things that you really want to do. Those are the things you want to learn more than any guide, because they will stay accurate. Okay, I'm off my soapbox. Let's talk to this guild receptionist. Tell me, do you know of Professor Eric? He's a scholar of Eorzean military history whose genius is second to none, and he is among our most valued clients. Some find him to be verbose, tedious, haughty. But never mind all that. The man spends more gil on a moon's research than most people see in a lifetime, hence our amicable relations. His latest work has him visiting the sites of ancient battlefields. He insists on surveying lands plagued by savage beasts. According to him, the beasts keep man away, and less intrusion by man means greater preservation. Whatever his reasons, should the professor meet an untimely fate, we will be unable to collect the gil he has borrowed, much less the interest. Oh, and it would be a terrible loss for the academic community, and so on and so forth. Yes, yes. The point is, the man must needs be guarded. To that end, I sent a monk of Alamigo to see to his safety. But it turns out the Bloody Oaf has no work ethic about him, just like an Alamigan. Okay, racist, rude, yeah, racist and rude. Please don't speak about the Alamegans like that. They have enough problems without you being an asshole. The professor cannot focus on his work if he feels endangered, and so he's demanded we reassign him a new bodyguard. That's why I'm so glad to see you, Aerietta. The professor is awaiting his new escort as we speak. I'd like for it to be you. You are yet a mere pugilist. Perhaps the task would provide some insight into what it is the monkhood does around here. Make for the Goldsmiths Guild and seek out our good Professor Eric. The professor claims he will pay his debt and the fees for his protection once his research is complete. See to it our investment doesn't end up under the paw or in the maw of some nasty beast. Alright, short stack, I'm going. If you're gonna be rude, I'm gonna be rude right back. I believe that the Goldsmiths Guild is right near the Gladiators Guild? Maybe. Or is it the Alchemist Guild? At any rate. It's just right around the corner. We don't really need to use the Aethernet. Yep, right here. There he is. Ah, my punch-prone maidservant, I presume? You shall call me Eric. You are to guard my life, even at the cost of your own, and to aid in my revolutionary research, whenever and however asked. Know that my primary endeavor is to reconstruct the military histories of old, through the ethereal analysis of ancient battlegrounds. I assume the words conjure in your mind simple romantic images of vast plains and open valleys, with armies charging blindly at one another. False! I seek to know where the armies of old were deployed, where they made camp and marched. No doubt you think such lands to be those sung of in the songs of bards. False! They are here, beneath our very feet, and to find them and determine precisely how events unfolded upon them is my purpose. No doubt you jumped at the chance to aid in my work. Tell me, which of my treaties have you read? All of them? None? Gods, I knew you adventurers had a reputation for being unlettered. I didn't know you actually made efforts to remain so. It matters not. I require only that you work with diligence, unlike the Wittergelt buffoon. The man proved to be a sloth itself. Alas, he is a monk of Alamigo. I suppose the fool was too busy opening his chakra or whatever it is those barbarians do all day long. This man is classist and racist and terrible, and I hate him. I admit he seemed keenly interested in my research, but now he's gone off to the 12 knows where and has yet to return. Do you understand the sheer magnitude of this inconvenience? Yeah, it's inconveniencing me to be in your presence. Good, good. You show that much promise at least, but let us speak more of my work. Our first destination is the XIV excavation site in central Thanalan. I believe events of great import to the history of XIV transpired there. Surely if you have ears, you have heard of XIV. Or are you... I'm not going to repeat this man's words because they are also ableist. Very well. I see you require some instruction. It would be remiss of me as an academic to allow you to wallow in such ignorance. XIV was plunged into chaos in the wake of King Lalawefu's demise, or the King of Springs as he was known. Despite the success of economic reforms, Babel fomented unrest among the people Babel, resulting in violent outbreaks throughout the kingdom. XIV was Babel, Sultan at the time Babel, distant descendants Babel, attack was ordered Babel. And so Babel, irony of ironies Babel, hadn't it been for that horse Babel. Fascinating, is it not? Sir, I believe that this subject would be far more fascinating in the hands of literally anyone else. It is enough to convince one things could not have happened any other way, no? False. One among my colleagues disagreed with this interpretation of events. He claimed to have evidence suggesting otherwise, but all trace of it disappeared before it was published. Mine own research shall unearth any such evidence should it truly exist. I shall know the truth. Granted, you are not the brightest coal in the brazier, but surely such a prospect entices even you. And this is why I don't like academics. And so, we make for XIV excavation site in central Thanalan. Travel the way before me to see that it is safe, and once there, set up this Thermometer. And should you ever care to know more about the Eorzean military history, do come and see me. It is a personal crusade of mine to guide the dwellers of this realm towards some modicum of enlightenment. Oh my god, this man. I'm so tired of this man already, and I just got here. So this is Blackbrush. It'll be faster to go out Western Thanalan. Also, again, please let me know if the microphone is still messing up. I did do my best to fix the settings so that they were what they were before OBS updated and dropped all of my settings. However, okay, and hop on a chocobo. I'm pretty sure we died to this tortoise spawn right here. It was very rude of it. I'm actually quite surprised at how much I died in this playthrough already, and not to, like, a dungeon wipe or something. That would make more sense. It is quite the embarrassment. All right. Not this one, the Aerietta. And we proceed. Well done. Now we need only wait for the Aerietta to gauge the... Oh. There are fiends about Aerietta. They are often drawn to the lingering sense of blood and death. Well, this is what you're here for. Have at it. You like Eric? 'Cause I don't. I am very much not liking him already. But here we go anyways. Can't see. Oh, I forgot to... Forgot to put my character back where they belong. On the screen. I know how to use words. Okay, what is Rabisu? This one. Here comes the true foe, apparently. Hi. Can I punch you, please? I'd very much like to punch you, please. Why is the data going to prove invaluable? Did I do it or did I fail? What's going on? Well, hello. Well, this is weird. What? I don't understand what's happening. Wittergeld, so good of you to drag yourself all this way, you sluggard. Ah, and Aerietta, you have far exceeded what admittedly low expectations I had of you. I suppose introductions are in order. Far be it from me to deny the realms unread the comfort of one another's company. Wittergeld? Aerietta. Aerietta Wittergeld, the monk I spoke of and sent to me by Gagaruna. I tried to make a pupil of Wittergeld as well, but he has a little mind for history. His primitive beliefs in the witchcraft of chakra and spiritual energies have a tenacious hold of him. I hate this man. God, I hate this man. Oh, truly? This is the arena where there have been sightings of walking dead? I have heard tales. Some claim they've seen an apparition wearing the garb of an ancient commander. Careful. There are still dangers about. His work is dear to him. That is good. He thirsts for knowledge, for truth. Discovery awakens him. You too have awoken, friend. Can you not feel it? Do not be frightened. Here was a battle, long ago. Much energy remains. It has found you. It flows through you. Your chakra has been opened. This was the light that shone from you. It is as Eric said. Wildegard is my name. I am a brother of the monkhood. My order is the Fist of Ralger. Our way is to train the body and mind. The fist is our weapon. With it, we put down our enemies. The energy within us moves the fists. The chakra is the seat of that energy. It is a sacred place. It can be opened, and the life force within controlled. Chakra exists in all that lives, in all beings, yet not all beings can open them. Much training is needed, and great discipline. With these, the life force can be commanded. There are those who require no training. Their inner strength is such that it forces the chakra open. I have heard of this happening, but never have I seen it, until now. I see in you a great conviction. You mean to walk the monk's path. And so I will give you this, a soul crystal, the mark of my order. None but a monk may hold it, and only then would the order's leave. But your chakra has awakened, that is clear, and so you are worthy. Many bore that crystal before you. It remembers them, their breath and their movement. They will one day be yours, but your chakra must open further. Only then can the crystal's memories enter you. This is no more than the beginning. Now you must train. Learn to control the life force within you. With time, you will master it. We stand on an ancient battleground. A great war was waged here. The spirit of the fight lingers. The aether reaches for the chakra. It aids in their opening. That is why we monks seek such lands. Eric seeks these lands for reasons of his own. The fates favor you in this. Follow him. Your chakra will grow evermore. Professor Eric is leaving. Fear not. I will see to his safety. Please, sister, the aetherometer. Gather it and bring it to Goldsmith's Guild. Seki says he's that hilarious mad scientist who is totally stuck up and it's funny to me. I hate him because I know people like him, and I've met people like him, and I've had to deal with people like him, and it's terrible. I don't like people who are academic classists. That is something that just angers me incredibly. The assumed superiority based on academic accomplishment when it is clearly classist. And he's also racist to the Alamegans, and he said ableist things, and oh my god, I just hate him. Seki says, oh, in real life it's not a good quality, but in a story they usually make a funny character. I mean, yeah, but like, if it's something you've had to deal with in real life, and it has been something that has generated like really bad crap in your life, like it has for me, it's not funny. Like, I get that people find this type of character hilarious because it's an exaggeration of the truth, but it's also should serve as a warning, in my opinion. Don't be this asshole. Okay. Like, I think I prefer it in Severin, the alchemy guildmaster, because even though he's a jerk and super self-centered and focused on his work, he is so self-centered that he doesn't really disparage other people as much. He doesn't use it to hold over other people's heads, even if he does think lesser of them. Nikki is asleep on the ground right now, very stretched out, and it's very funny. Her front feet and her back feet are twisted in entirely opposite directions. You met Eric for 5 seconds, so there's more character to get. I hope so, because I don't like him. Like, I don't know. Like, maybe it's just me, but I don't like characters that don't really grow out of their terribleness. I don't think it's required to like characters just because they're exaggerations of the truth. It just leaves a bad taste in my mouth. Well, look who has decided to grace us with her presence. Did you enjoy the saunter back? I was just about to begin my analysis, so if you've matters you wish to speak on, I'd ask that you save it for... How about here's your stuff that you forgot? You've brought the Thaumaturge. Excellent! I had a feeling you might not be entirely useless. Now, let us see what discoveries await. Wittergelt passed along a soul crystal to you? Moved to join the monkhood by the bone-headed Claude, were you? Well, I suppose it's for the best that my pupils get along. But I do believe I will see to it you are sent to separate locations for the next round of measurements, and I dare say the land to which I intend to send you is fraught with dangers. You'd best tread that monk's path quickly if you mean to defend yourself, and me besides. I was looking forward to seeing the monk quest, and like, I definitely like Wittergelt, or however you pronounce his name, quite a bit. But it sucks that we have to put up with this man as well. Okay, hot bar, copy, Pugilist 1, Monk 1. Hot bar, copy, Pugilist 2, Monk 2. Okay. And we need to delete the Pugilist set in favor of making the monk set. And put that in the appropriate slot. If I judged Alize like that, I wouldn't have ever gave her a chance after she stormed off at level 15. You know, the thing about Alize is that she changed. I didn't have to like her originally for me to like her later. Like, she grew as a character, just like Alphino did. I still think he's pompous, but I like him a lot better because he grew as a character. Okay. And I also needed to fix this to there. And actions and traits. We have demolish. What is rock breaker? All nearby enemies. Okay. Can only be executed in courial form. So this is Oppo Oppo courial raptor? No, this is Oppo Oppo. This is courial. No, this is Oppo Oppo, Raptor, Curial. So this one being Curial means it is in the middle. So it is, this is the 1-2 for AoEs. Confusing but fine. It's oddly the second AoE you get, but the third form? Okay, that's... Okay, changes form to Oppo Oppo. They gotta make it complicated. Yes, chakra gauge is expanded. Okay. Hi, Nikki. What are you doing now? She moved so that she could fall asleep behind me, and she's curled up into a ball, upside down. Like, normally cats will, like, curl their feet under and tuck their face in and all of that to the floor. She's doing that, but with her feet and her face in the air, but is still in ball form. I'm very confused by this cat, guys. Okay, so we finished unlocking Monk. Now we unlock Black Mage after we finish the Thaumaturge quests. I recommend twin snakes in the middle for the damage buff, but you do you. It gets a lot easier with, I think, level 45. So the thing is that I don't want it on my bar twice because of button bloat. What I've been doing is when I've had an AoE, I just do Armor the Destroyer, True Strike, and then Snap Punch. So now when I do AoEs, because you still have to have a single target, even when you're doing an AoE, I'm going to do Armor the Destroyer, I guess Twin Snakes, and then Rock Breaker. I don't know if that's the most effective thing in the world, but it's what I'm doing. Because I don't know what I'm doing. Sometimes I think cats actually have really strong cartilage and no bones. You might be correct. They are a liquid instead of a solid. Okay. Fortune has favored us, Aerietta. Kokobusi has been spotted at Vesper Bay. We cannot let this opportunity pass us by. Head there with all due haste. And with you, take these descriptions of my brother's likeness and Mormo's mannerisms. Relay this information to some of the local residents and see what you can find. We actually get to use our Aether rights tickets for Vesper Bay. Alright, so also, we are currently at the hour mark of the stream, so I did want to just point out a few fun things. If you look to the top left of the screen, you may notice that we have fulfilled our goal of getting 30 or more followers. Last night, we hit 31 followers, as a matter of fact. So that means that we have unlocked a new custom emote for the Discord. I will be working on that custom emote and releasing it as soon as I finish it. I wasn't expecting us to reach this goal so fast, let's be honest. So I will be updating our follower goal along with the next unlock sometime in the near future, but I did want to point that out, and I'm super excited about it. I also wanted to say that tomorrow I have scheduled the supporter blog on Ko-fi. So if you are a Ko-fi supporter, if you are helping me to get the CPU cooler so that I can upgrade my computer so that I can play Genshin Impact without it trying to light on fire, tomorrow morning there will be a new blog post that has just a preview of what to expect for the upcoming seasonal overlay. So that will be on October 3rd that I start using the new overlay, but you can see a sneak preview of it just by donating $1 and viewing the blog tomorrow. So that's also available. All right. Seki said, my mind is blanking on what an emote could be. I definitely think Final Fantasy related given the majority of the content. So, you know, like emotes like you use in chat? I can't do it for Twitch because I'm not affiliate, but we're going to have custom chat emojis in Discord. Have a good dinner, Seki. Alright, in the meantime, let us find Mormo and give her a piece of our minds. Oh, this is just a straight unlock, isn't it? Oh. Hail, adventurer. You wear the expression of one who seeks new battlegrounds to hone your burgeoning skills. Do not ask how Nedrick knows. He simply knows. Now tell me, are you perchance familiar with the sunken temple of Karn? Why Karn? I will not hold it against you if you are not. The ruins only surfaced when the calamity split the ground asunder, after all. Any road, it's a popular destination these days for adventurers looking for new frontiers to explore. If you're keen to join them, why not make the journey to southern Thanalin and visit the temple for yourself? What with the many dangers that lurk within, the immortal flames are keeping a close watch over the place. But a Lalafell by the name of Bibimu should be able to offer you passage. Alright, so we're gonna be able to unlock Karn. I'm not looking forward to Sunken Temple of Karn, but that's okay. Something I can do for you, stranger. This square of parchment contains information on Kokobusi the Cross. Now that you mention it, I did see a Lalafell who matches this description. He was watching the fairies come in with more than a passing interest. Looking to hire some adventurers or some such, I reckon. I don't remember where all the people are, but always important to check the back ways if you can. Yeah, that's not... Haha, here's one. What's that, miss? You say you're looking for someone. I believe I saw your Lalafell in the company of a couple adventurers hailing from Limsa Lumensa. A marauder and a thaumaturge, were I to hazard a guess. I think they were talking about seeing the area north of here. Good information. There is no back passage that way. And I don't see anyone else about, so... Let's head into the tavern and see if there's someone in there. Ah, yes. Apparently the chair is not helping us right now. Welcome to the Pissed Piest. No, what can I get you? A small Lalafell, please. Ah, information, is it? Aye, the little bloke was in here bringing a blush to all the young ladies' cheeks. What he lacked in height, he certainly made up for in boldness. Left with more than one lass on his arm, he did. Wow. Okay, then. So Mormo has chosen this as her new hunting ground. The maidens seduced by the succubus will be prepared as vessels to hold her fully restored power. I fear they will have already been slain. As for the adventurers, well, I think you can imagine what Mormo intends for the Thaumaturge. We must find and warn those unwitting Lumensons before the void scent strikes again. You were told that they might be headed north, yes? It would be best if you follow suit. Alright, we're following suit then. And... haha! Maimed Marauder. Still here. It's still here, somewhere close. Oh, great. Hello, Mormo's missionary. I don't like the looks of you. Success! Thanks, lass. Ugh, my head. The little bastard said he would give us the grand tour of Ul'dah. Aye, it's been grand, all right, please. He took me mate further north. I think he was muttering something about moon drip. Aerietta, what has befallen? I sense the presence of a void scent, but it appears you have things well in hand. Ugh, Mormo is in Moondrip? A fitting place for the battle to come. It is time to finish this, my brothers. Kokobusi will be a slave to that fiend no longer. Okay, I did want to make sure that I am wearing all the correct gear, and it appears I am. Very good. Hopping back on that chocobo. Don't look at me. Do not perceive me. Toads. No toads, please, thank you. Oh god. It's around the other side of the toads. Do not look at me! Do not perceive me! Thank you. I shall approach Mormo first, as we discussed. If the bargaining proceeds smoothly and the void scent feasts on my proffered mana, then she should soon manifest in her demonic form. Once Mormo is fully present within this realm, that is when you unleash the seething power of the abyss. Though, after lecturing for so long on how a Thaumaturge should... Oh my god. Fucking toads. Go away, Toad. I was having a conversation! Gonna light the toads on fire. Though, after lecturing for so long on how a Thaumaturge should avoid such threats, I yet hold doubts as to whether such a direct conflict is the correct path. Aerietta, in your experience, what do you consider to be a Thaumaturge's greatest strength? Overwhelming destructive might or introspection? That's a hard one. I'm gonna say introspection because, let's be realistic, overwhelming destructive might hasn't been my forte in this class. Yes, indeed. It is perhaps only by looking within that we may find the answers we seek. I am decided. My fate awaits me. I have faith that no matter what becomes of me, you shall succeed in destroying Mormo, ending her threat to this realm. I certainly hope so, 'cause we're about to make the attempt. Enough, Mormo. Well, well, if it isn't the eldest of the cowardly Thaumaturge brothers, I thought you'd be busy whimpering under your bed, wishing that I'd just disappear. I've come to offer you a deal. I know you seek the etheric energy needed to substantiate your true form, but how much time do you intend to waste feeding on these lesser mages? Compared to these stripling sorcerers and their trembling arcane flames, my power is a blazing sun. Would you not prefer to take what I can give you? Creepy lawless smile. Drain my strength and assume your rightful appearance. I am sure you think me a coward, but that is of no consequence. I only wish Kokobusi returned to us unharmed. You are wise to acquiesce, mage. Evil purple. At long last, my true body, my true power is mine once more. I believe a stretching of the old arcane muscles is in order. Oh, they're cowering. Oh, no you don't, void scent. We won't let you leave here alive. So you risk your lives in a valiant rescue attempt? You should not bet what you are not prepared to lose. I shall tear the aether from your very marrow. Just having them cower behind me is just so very freaking funny. Alright, Mormo. Have at ye. Okay, so one of the things about being a Thaumaturge and Black Mage is making sure that you properly remember which of your buttons you need to be pressing and at which times. Because the whole thing is, while it is much easier to just go ice, it is much weaker damage. And Aerietta bot is reminding us to hydrate. So fire does a lot more damage, but it makes you out of mana much, much faster. So you have to switch between the two. And switching back to ice means that you start regenerating mana at a much faster rate. The attacks aren't as strong, but it helps you regenerate the mana that you need. Alright. I'm getting hit real dang hard. Hopefully we'll be able to finish this up quickly. There? Oh, come on. Am I going to be able to get out of the way? Not especially. That's fine. Okay. Okay, you need to leave, please. Thank you. I don't know why this is taking so much more focus than typical. Very frustrating. Alright, we have slain Mormo! The Void Scent is no more! We won? We won! Victory is ours! Kokobushi, Kokobuki, Mormo is dead! Here he is. What? Where am I? Thank Thal you're awake, Kokobuki. Kokobushi is returned to us. Our sibling has yet to stir from his somnolent stupor. Buki? His etheric channels have contracted. They are barely sufficient to sustain the flow of his life force. If we do not increase his capacity for aether soon, his vitality will drain away completely. My mana amplifying potion. Its potency is limited, but it might just be enough. Yay! I see the battle has ended, as I expected. You did it, Kokobushi! Your alchemy saved him! And we couldn't have prevailed without you, Aerietta. We will bear our brother back to the ossuary. Pray, meet us there that we might properly express our gratitude. They look like the 7 dwarves, except there's only 6 of them. Alright. Ooh! We're gonna go back to Ul'dah now. Don't look at me. Alright. Starting up Black Mage quest soon! Aethernet, Thaumaturge's Guild. 'Aethernet, 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 Thaumaturge's Guild. Okay, and so there. Better able to see the battlefield. Thank you, Aerietta. After seeking refuge in the comforting shadows of the abyss for so long, I had lost sight of the blazing glory of which thaumaturgy is capable. The raw power and audacity of your magecraft has freed my brothers and me from our self-imposed cowardice. And they're all just nodding and cheering. I thought Thal himself had his fingers at my throat, but this sensation of hard-won supremacy is so strangely satisfying. As for you, Kokobusi, you are our brother and our respected colleague. I hope you never again underestimate the precious power you wield. Aerietta, you have exceeded all my expectations. In recognition of your outstanding growth as a thaumaturge, I shall impart you one of the guild's most closely guarded techniques. Mana Ward. It is a defensive weaving of energies that blunts the force of any attack made against you. I am sure you can understand why we do not teach this secret to every stray hedge wizard who chooses to join our ranks. Now that you have experienced the deadliest threats and the joys that come with their obliteration, I am certain you are eager to explore just how deep you might descend into the chasm of thaumaturgy. May your struggles bring wisdom and your wisdom bring courage. That's really good. I like that. May your struggles bring wisdom and your wisdom bring courage. I like that a lot. I, for one, look forward to hearing of your future thaumaturgical endeavors. Solemn nod. Alright. Let's see those new clothes. The shirt, worse. The pants, better. The gloves, slightly better. The shoes, also slightly better. I'm gonna go with the pants. Yeah. And we learned Mana Ward. What? The pants aren't better? I've been cheated. Oh. No? Huh. Oh, I might not be high enough level for them yet. That could be the problem. Oh well. Anyways, now we can turn around and go to the receptionist and see what we can do to become a black mage. Aerietta, I've been waiting for you, in a way. Please, let me explain. Do you know of the Marasaja pit? It is a prison here in Ul'dah. In prison, a man will do most anything to keep his mind occupied. Of late, one inmate claims to hear the voice of Nald'thal. No doubt he has lost his mind after serving 100 years of a life sentence. But he knew of you by name, Aerietta, and this maintains the traitor's demand you win the gem of Shatoto and to exchange it for his release. A farce, no doubt. I make it for nothing more than the maniacal ravings of a cell-crazed, sweaty-toothed madman. Okay. That's a lot for you to be saying about people, sure. But I fear the only way to be sure is to free him from the pit. The prisoner's name is Kukuruka Tataruka. And if his story were not proof enough of his... I don't know how to say this nicely, so I'm just not gonna. He also styles himself a black mage. But such magic was lost to Eorzea centuries ago. Who does this senile charlatan think he will fool with such rubbish? Nevertheless, he has invoked the name of Nald'thal, and so the Order feels it unwise to ignore his words. Though I am still no believer, you have come, as he said you would. So let us get to the bottom of this, shall we? It may be that you are an agent of fate, or perhaps you are merely a crooked old man's accomplice. In either case, I ask you to travel to Highbridge in eastern Thanolin. Seek out the Planar Fissure, a rift between this world and the next, fell whatever beast might lurk there, and water the earth with their blood. According to our jailed mummer, doing so will give rise to the Gem of Shitoto. The gem is no more than a pretty stone oft mentioned in bedtime stories and tales of the fairies. We shall see if it truly exists. I shall await your findings here. Return to me when the deed is done. Alright, so because there's been a lot of this, quick reminder to everyone here. We are doing our best not to use ableist language, and using insanity as a derogatory condition? That's ableist. Using any sort of mental incapacity due to age or mental health as a derogatory statement? Ableist. So, just to be very clear, I don't condone that kind of language. I'm trying to do better myself because it's very ingrained in the culture I come from to use terms like crazy or senile as derogatory terms instead of, you know, existing states of being. So yeah, trying not to use those because, yeah, it's just unkind to talk about someone's mentality as though it is lesser. And the same goes for being uneducated due to financial and classist systems, which is why I really don't like Eric, the character from the Monk quests. In case anyone was curious, that's why it so upsets me. Come on. I have been silenced. That is very rude. Excuse you. I am getting hurt very badly. You. How about you go to sleep? I use Mana Ward. And this guy gets pummeled in the face with fire. Okay. Gonna try to just run away and use Scathe. That's probably a much better plan than anything I was doing. No! No more little sad balloons. I want none of what you've got to offer. Okay. There we go. And pour the Void Scent blood into the fissure because that sounds like a thing that will be helpful instead of harmful, I'm sure. Yeah, let's just pour weird void blood into the abyss. I'm sure that is going to have great results for everybody involved. Thaumaturge, hear me. Put up your weapon, friend. Kazag Cha means you no harm. So you are the one whom Kukuruka's prophecy speaks. By your hand was the blood of these creatures spilt upon the earth, this earthen vein, was it not? Then you have earned the gem of Shitoto. Take it. You will know what to do when the time comes. With this, my part is done. Farewell for now. Ooh, fancy. I love the color. Purple is just so good. Alright. We did the thing. Now we teleport back to Ul'dah and the Thaumaturge's Guild. Okay. Well, you certainly smell as though you've been off spilling blood, but it will take more than a waft of foulness to convince me you are an agent of divine will. I take it yours was an eventful journey. It's exactly as described in the tales. Could it truly be the gem of Shitoto? 12 be good. I can feel the magic pulsing within it. The tales tell that only souls blessed by the grace of Nald Thal are entrusted with the keeping of the gem. This is beyond mere coincidence. I must investigate further. And you must assist me, Aerietta. This now involves you as much as any other. Still, I cannot shake my inner skeptic. If Kukuruka somehow made contact with the outside world, he may be manipulating adventurers such as yourself for ends yet unknown to us. I will call an emergency council of the Order. Please wait here. Oh, the doors closed on their own. Little feet. A pointy hat? That will not be necessary. Kukuruka? What are you doing here? How did you escape the pit? Watch your tongue, you insolent fool! Master has passed a century in meditation, communing with Nald Thal. You will address him with the proper respect. The jailers of Marasaja Pit are very different from the heretics of your order. Suffice it to say, they had wisdom enough to listen. Must I remind you again? The will I speak is that of Nald Thal himself. The true criminal is he who ignores the word of a god. Beware, Kukuruka. The 12 seldom spare those who claim their voice. The mummer's farce will bring disaster to us all. The cause of disaster to come will not be words from me. Of that be sure. Nalthal spoke unto me. By his own declaration, the seal on the void gate will be broken. Once thrown open, it can be closed once more by none but she who bears the gem of Shitoto. Why are you all looking at me? I speak of you, Aerietta Stormstrike. How do you know my name? How did this come into my possession? The gem you hold is the mark of a mage of the black. With it in hand, you must now set forth to gather the keys needed to seal the void gate. Wait, you can't. I mean, you don't have the right to. I can't just let this happen. Silence, you hollow-pated prig. Those who do not listen shall not be heard. You take for yourself the title of Thaumaturge, and so I will not suffer you to claim ignorance. You know as well as any that the existence of a netherworld rife with shadows and monstrosity, the void. As the power of the void waxes, the barrier between it and our own world wanes. Eventually, that barrier will falter and the void gate will open. Once it has, only the Black Mage of Eld can reseal it. This is sacrilege! As one who now commands the forces of destruction, I bid you go forth, Black Mage. The gem of Shitoto is our sigil, the mark of the Magi devoted to the true dark arts. In it you already possess the first key required to see the void gate sealed. You have taken the black, but time is needed before the black takes you. Before it permeates mind and body, and colors every fiber of your being, dark as pitch. Visit Milvaneth Sacrarium and hear the words of Lalai. Our little receptionist is very much stamping her little feetsies. Do not fear the power to destroy. Master it, and with it destroy that which would destroy you. Well, okay then. So where's the sacrarium? Closest is going to be Weaver's Guild. Doing the Lullafell voices is hurting my throat, so I'm gonna take more water. Master is meditating in his chambers, for Naldthal always speaks and Master must listen. He has entrusted me with guiding you on your path, but you must walk alone yet. Come again when the black has grown stronger within you. Well, okay then. Black Mage unlocked. And we now have Mana Font. And our level 31. Alright, now to set up Black Mage. So we go to the Soul Crystal and we equip Black Mage. We go into the gear set list, delete Thaumaturge, add a new gear set. We are going to do the recommended gear and update the gear set. And then we open up our job select menu and we put our new Black Mage gear set in front of the Summoner gear set. Hooray. Alright, so we unlocked both Monk and Black Mage, just as we said. So, now we have about 15 minutes left. I am stretching because apparently my shoulders have shrimped themselves into oblivion. And it is very sore. Let's see. So we still need to do Lancer, Conjurer, and Archer, all three of which are in Gridania. And we also need to level up Carpenter, Blacksmith, Armorer, Alchemist, Culinarian, Miner, Botanist, and Fisher so that they are above level 30. So let's see what our timers say. So apparently if we get an Ogre Barracuda, that should level us up pretty fast. Spiked Steel Lapras, are we using that though? So we have one in the Armory chest. Spiked Steel Lapras is what we are currently using, so we can't turn that in because we're using it. Alright. So I think for right now I'm gonna look up where to find the Ogre Barracuda. Saltwater wavekin that roams the Rotano Sea in small schools, preying on smaller fish such as anchovies and sardines. So yeah, I'm gonna look that up real quick. Alright, it is a deep sea fish. So we can get it from Eastern Lenosha and requires us mooching a harbor herring, of course. And how do we get a harbor herring? Uses basically anything. Pillbug, goby ball, rat tail, spoonworm, steel jig, floating minnow. Okay, and it's lower Lenosha. Looks like you can find it in multiple places, but the Ogre Barracuda. Brewer's Beacon, so you can get it out there. Okay. So I am going to switch over to fishing and go over to Brewer's Beacon. And it said pillbugs, rat tails, fastballs. Pillbugs was the one that we had, that I said. Pillbugs and rat tails, right? Of course, I'm having to double check. Yes, rat tails are an option. So let's use the rat tails since we have a lot of them. Alright. And Brewer's Beacon, that's over by Aleport, I want to say. So it's going to be in Lenosha. Nope. That is incorrect. Yeah, Brewer's Beacon, slightly closer to Swift Perch. So yeah, I think I'm just gonna try to get this fish. Not necessarily the best idea, nor the most interesting, but hey. I'm gonna try to get this fish. We managed to do what we've said we were going to and unlock both Monk and Black Mage, so. And the buzzards aren't going to bother us, but I'm going to put on sneak anyway. Okay, so this is Brewer's Beacon. I believe fishing off this edge should give us what we're looking for. Well, I hope you're all having a good day. I'm still pretty exhausted. This week has been a lot. And yeah, I'm still pretty mad about Genshin trying to light my computer on fire on Wednesday. That's a Moraby flounder. That is not what I'm looking for. So in the channel's community Discord, I have posted events for upcoming Wednesdays. I do variety streaming on Wednesdays now. And this coming Wednesday, I am going to be playing video game Fables. A few friends of mine played it. They were gifted keys from the developer, and it was just really cute. I really enjoyed watching them play it, so I wanted to give that a go. That's what I have planned for the upcoming Wednesday, next week on the 28th, I believe it is. That's what I'm planning. And white coral, that is not what I was looking for either. But the following week, I was hoping to get back into Genshin, but yeah, while I was trying to troubleshoot to get it to not heat up my entire computer, it just kept giving me more and more problems as I went, and it kept spiking the CPU usage immensely. So I might not be able to do that, and that kind of sucks. We did play Stardew Valley for a little while since we still had plenty of stream time, but not the original game we were planning. So we might do that instead. Again, that'll be the Wednesday after next. We'll find out. Tiger cod. None of these are what I'm looking for. Not a single one. Let's put a little light bulb on the end of our fishing rod just because. I think I hear my cat meowing at me. Yes, she is putting her little hand on my toes, trying to get my attention. Oh, she's giving me the biggest glare. Oh my god. She's angry about something. Oh man. Hi, Nikki. Why are you mad? Why are you mad, Nikki? Yeah? Meow? Come on. Hi. You want scratches? Is that what we're here for? She is very much purring in my lap now. Did you eat all the food in your food mouse? Is that why you were upset? Okay, this isn't working. How do I... Alex favor, release, patience, chum, powerful hook set. What was the thing that we did where it didn't catch the fish that we didn't want? I don't know. Well, we have a purring cat in our lap now. She is informing us that fishing is taking a while. For those of you who watch Zepla and pay attention on her Twitter, I was laughing so hard. I think it was about a week ago. She posted, when people say that Final Fantasy XIV values its players' time, it's not talking about fishing. And I strongly agree with that. Pebble crab, okay. Let's change our bait since we're not getting any of what we're looking for. We're trying to get a harbor herring and it's just not happening. But we've almost gotten to level 27, so at least there's that. White coral. I don't know why we needed bait for that one. It seems more like we wasted bait just to get our line caught on a bit of the ocean floor. And it happened again. Please, please, please. Morby flounder. You know, I think this is a good time to claim defeat and continue another day. Nikki, please stop smacking the headphone cable. All right. So, yeah, I think that today we're just gonna call it. Normally, I would be all for uh I would be all for rating someone, but I think today is just a slow day and we're gonna accept it as it is. Thank you to everyone who stopped by. Thank you to everyone who said hello. Thank you especially to our newest followers for helping us hit 30 followers here on Twitch. I will be working on that new emote for our Discord server. And yeah, I will probably be posting a sped up recording of it sometime in the near future, but that is on the horizon, so look forward to it. I hope you all have a wonderful weekend. Get some time to relax and rest up now that we are starting to get shorter and shorter days going into the colder seasons. Again, I hope you are all well, and I will see you on Monday for more Final Fantasy XIV. Bye, everybody!